Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday's Trade the Pool live stream. Here with myself, Scott, and Michael's joining me today as well as usual. How you doing, Michael?
I'm great. What's up, guys?
Cool. Yeah, throw your tickers in the chat. Let's get going after this. All right, so we've had some tickers running today on the small cap side, but a lot of them have kind of played out already. I'll tell you the one I'm gutted about though. Stock. Look at it. I tried this. 12 was my number. I wasn't expecting 13, and 13 was my stop. Look at that, 13 straight down to target after that. I was just too early.
It's like they read your mind.
we know he's in at 12. Oh dear, risking 13, and it's exactly what they did. Just 20 cents above. Never mind. So that was stock. So I'm watching stock here to see if it can come back. If we can get some volume out of this area down here at 11.5, if we can get back up to 12.5, 12.60, and show some rejection up there, I'd love to have a go at this again. But we'll see. It does seem to be heavy fading at the moment and doesn't really want to stop. Now, this has got some room. Look at this gap on stock. It's our earnings play yesterday. If this breaks at 11.20-ish, we could see some serious downside of this today if it's done. But if not, I'm thinking this buy-side pool is somewhere it can push out of. Bearing in mind we do have the benchmarks here. So let's see what stock has got later on. What have you got, Michael? Anything on your radar right now?
So I'm looking at stock as well. I got 1370 all the way to the 80. So that will be my range for today to short it if it will bounce up again. So between 1370 to 80, I'll mark the level 2. So this is definitely my goal on STOK. Looking at other stuff, I'll share my screen for a sec. Alrighty, let's have a look at VKTX. So popping up right now, trading at around $80, $81. I would look into the news in a second, but let's look at the hourly chart just to mark the levels. So around the 80, you can see the support. Obviously, we're just a tiny bit above it. So definitely mark this level. After that, obviously, we have the gap all the way to the 91. It's too high. I believe we will have more in the middle. I'll add the pre-market to see if we're missing something in the middle. So we can mark this area right here, the 85. So it's between, let's say, it's between the 86 all the way to 85. So it's a level we want to watch for. A classic move will be bouncing up at the beginning of the session, reaching that level and start shorting it from this area between the 85 to 86. That's what I would look for. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm aiming for. Hopefully we will get that on VKTX.
So that's news on that is positive phase one data out of
classic.
So it's not your phase 3.
Yeah. Do you look at Reddit? Did you see that bouncing up like $6 or so?
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's nice. So look. Oh, wow. Smashed that. Yeah, look at the after hours on that. So that shot straight up. Well, there you go. So we've got Reddit, and to add to the GME crowd, isn't it? This is going to act like a meme stock. We'll see how that goes. So they'll be getting involved on the earnings tonight and see if they won't if they all jump in. We'll see what Reddit does at the same time. I'm sure we're going to see the same players in there.
Yeah, exactly. They're waiting for it. I would look for the 69 to try to short it. If it will reach that between 69 to 69.50, so the highs of the aftermarket, actually. So I would look to short it at around this area. We'll have a look once it will reach that. I'm guessing we will see that today. Yeah.
Okay.
That's one for me. Besides that, NASDAQ pushed nicely to resistance. I'll share it for a sec. We talked about it yesterday, traded it as well. Dropped nicely, reached those support. I actually wanted it to drop just a tiny bit more. Bounced up, reached resistance again, pushing down. Like I said yesterday, for me, the market looks pretty good to the downside when it comes to like the overall look. So I'm aiming for the downside. Maybe not gonna be. This is an hourly chart, so maybe it won't be on the first or second hour. But generally speaking, for the next few days, I'm expecting to see a trend to the downside, and I will use that for the other stocks like MU, AMD, and all the goodies.
Gotcha. Just trying to see what I've got to the downside. 18. What's that? 18,490-ish down there as a buy side. Let's have a look. So I'd have that as the initial. That's from the lows from Monday for that push up. And in the interim, we're probably, it looks like we're at one right now as well. If I was to pull this most recent one, so there's one to break. RDT, Reddit crossing. Okay, there's one to break there, and just in case we get a run back to short, I'd be looking for that about 18,600 on the short side.
Tesla pushing higher.
Yeah, Tesla's been off again. That's the first thing on the radars this morning was those Tesla ETFs.
179 currently. That looks pretty good.
That's a huge pre-market range, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to take the last swings on that one. See where that.
I got a level at 182.20. So that will be the area for me to short it. Yeah, 182. Yeah, 182.20 will be, 20 cents up or down, but that's the range for me. So it might be an interesting one for a quick push at the beginning of the session, and then try to short it at 182. How's it going, everybody in the chat? Good morning.
Morning, Scott. Morning, Tiny. How you doing? Yeah, I tell you what, how about if I had have reversed my cover yesterday on Tesla? All of us, right? We was all in that short yesterday.
It was a great short.
And beautiful short. And that target down there has just reversed off and not stopped since. I'm just trying to, if I lose that a sec, where would that look to top out? Yeah. What level did you say you had? 180?
182.
182.
182.20 actually. If we really wanna
split hairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at GameStop as well. Let's try to understand it.
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
a tiny bit. Did you see, by the way, the movie?
No, I didn't.
The Money?
No.
So we're actually going all of the office here. We're going to go on Sunday to see that.
Oh, right.
It'll be wonderful. Yeah. It'll be very interesting. Okay, so currently only at around $15. But on the daily chart, obviously has a lot of downside, but it's consolidating pretty nicely. Also, if you go into the weekly chart, just a bigger time frame picture, you can see that it's accumulating. Nice bounce here, another one here, high volume coming in as well, and we're consolidating at the bottom of the 15. I wouldn't be surprised if we will see a pop after earnings, just because the young guys want to push it higher, and like you said, together with Reddit, makes sense that we will see both of them are just moving nicely to the upside. Looks pretty decent, maybe trying to reach 17 even, or better yet 1850, those highs from a few months ago, the end of last year.
Yeah, I've got that. I'm just checking something out for one of the guys in chat here. Just looking at OPGN for Tiny. It's a bit messy, this one. Have a look. This one is a little bit. Let me just check this out on the daily. Whoops. We're at pre-market. We're in a benchmark. The only one above it is 140. So we're kind of at the round number right at the minute, $90 a dollar. There's intraday benchmark here. Let's just bring that back to 2 minutes. So intraday benchmark here, which we are looking to push above and break at the moment. We've got some volume. It's not diverging. I guess got some more data to see if that's going to start to diverge at that level, but preferably up there at 140. Don't know what else is over to the left of that, around 140. Oh, look, there you go, 142. There's a level at 142 up there as well. So that's what I have at the minute. What have we done if I bring that down? That last swing, yep, just shy of buy side liquidity there, and I'll have another one, the most recent one, coming in at 89 cents. So if we dip to 89 cents, that could be a nice dip buy. It's not necessarily a short, just because we see it coming down. So buy side pull down there between 81 and 89. And that could be a good buy up there for a 135, 142 target. That's OPGM. We'll put that on. Good spot. What else we got? I'll just have a quick look at GME whilst I'm there as well. Where am I on GME?
Well, okay. Scott, where did you cover CYTO yesterday? Do you remember? CYTO. Did you hold it for all the way down, or
where did I get out of CYTO, man? I didn't hold it all the way down. No, definitely. Definitely, I wouldn't have held that all the way down. I'll have a look. When you analyze the next stock, I'll have a look and see where I got out. But no, I do trade these stocks scared. I really do, because, I've seen them go so hard, so fast that, to the other side that, I don't mind admitting that these stocks scare the hell out of me. But yeah, and I'll have a look. I didn't do too bad on it, but I was out by the show. I know that. So I'm thinking these two buys I would have got out right as soon as I see that buy side entry there. I'm thinking I would have covered, but I'll have a look. Did you have that then? Did you short CYTO?
No, no. I was
just saw where it ended up.
I got the Tesla and everything. Actually, it touched the I marked the level of 350 and it made it all the way to 349, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't execute yet, but
oh
it was
man,
a nice
that's
one.
a shame. Yeah.
Nice
So
one, sorry, what we got?
No, Robbie.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. There we go. Oh, you done it. Yeah. Okay. So the others I'm looking at are really kind of, they're basically shorts on pops of anything that's even run this morning. So we've had INTJ this morning run to its benchmark, held its sell side liquidity pool, come from $2.47 to $2. What else do we have? Nova's looking a little bit like that. What have we got on Nova? Yeah, so Nova, I'd be happy to short a pop if we get it up to kind of $6. Let's put a little alert up there. CYTO, done that. IDN, think I've missed it. So that would have been, I was looking there for the buy side liquidity to hold for the open and to short up there at about 390 or 4 if we could get it. Had an alert there at 385. But it looks like that started to fade already. Where did that come from? Oh, no, it's got plenty on it. It's got plenty on it. So if that's going to hold... Let's bring that back. If that's going to hold these moving averages, anything that pops to these moving averages, I think we'll see sellers come in. For me, that last swing is going to be just above those moving averages. So, yeah, I think look out for anything there where you see some rejection, where the shorts are getting into a pop. So either to the VWAP there, to the sell side liquidity pool, which is just at 372, or the moving averages, which are currently at like 368 area. But if we get a pop on that on the open, I think that'll be a nice one to add. Just sticking a lot on there. LCID as well this morning, that was just doing a pullback. I want this buy side liquidity to work out and for it to get up there to kind of 320 for a short if I can get it on LCID. I've done stock, that's pushing, look at that, right to the bottom of that to that sell side liquidity at the moment. So that really needs to do some work. I'm trying to find what the volume is on that already today. Let's have a quick look. Last couple of hours at least, give me an idea. 1 million. So a couple of million on that already today. So it's not huge for pre-market, but it's not bad. So yeah, let's see if that 11:30 can hold now. We'll see what we can get out of that. Zuri yesterday pumped. I think that was pump and dump yesterday. Again, I'm going to bring this down now. That alert, I need that down here. If Zura can get up to 270, that can be a nice short as well. XTLB, looking at for a kind of 365, 375. If we can pop up there this morning, I'd like to short that. There's so much on today because everything. Oh, OCGN's just broken out of its channel that it has been in. Man, okay. Let's have a look at this. This has got a long way to drop if that's it. I mean, it's not in dollar terms, but in terms for it started off $1 and it's at 2. There's definitely like a resting pull there. Where are we going to go? Oh well, there's 50 cents in it there. Much better up there at the round number. And FRGE was the other one I had looking, that almost says just tried to do that at $3. Yeah, looking for $3 on FRGE as well if we can get that. So all shorts today. I don't have a fantastic. There was one last one I wanted to look at. What time we got? Okay,
we got time. Yeah.
Where was it? It was ABVC. I was looking at ABVC. Okay, that's all right. Never mind. So, also looking for a pop to 180 on that one, and that's just failed its buy side. So we'll see if it's going to head on down to its 125 level, kind of down here, and what we can get out of it there. The next swing on that one, given that VWAP push, going to be up there at 150. So I'll pop up there to 150-ish would be nice if we can get it. But watch that one, though. That's seen some volume this morning for sure. What's the volume on that one? That one's a float of 8.8 million, so could definitely run with a volume of 9 million already. So already rotating ABFC this morning.
Nice. Hans, you're talking about FedEx. So could be interesting, but not a lot of volume coming in currently. Great move 2 days ago after the pop from pre-market, or actually after-market earnings. Very nice fade. And yesterday as well, consolidated. And it looks okay right now, trading a little bit below the close of the gap in the last 2 days. But again, not a lot of volume coming in currently. So wait until you get some volume, more participants, so we can do that.
Right. What else we got? Anything else on your radar on the big cap?
Yeah. No, actually, same thing. You know, we talked about Tesla, VKTX, Reddit, Apple dropping a little bit. Could be interesting just because, you know, it's not a good time for Apple. And right now it's 170. So that's actually the level that we got here, maybe a little bit lower than 170, 169.70. That's the area. So if it can break that, we will see another push on Apple to the downside. So really that's the level, the 169.70. That's the area. So if we will break that, close below it, could be interesting for the rest of the day. You know, try to short it. And again, you need to time it with the market. Currently dropping nicely to support. So remember that as well. We have a lot of support along the way. We need momentum to break them strongly. Do we have any news coming today? It's Tuesday today, right? So
yeah, we did have some. We did just have some news there at 8:30. I think we got one at 10. Let me just double check. I did just have my calendar up. I've got so many windows open here at the minute.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, so well we had that's Tuesday. Let's get to Wednesday, thank you.
Hey Val, how's it going?
No, crude oil inventories.
Crude oil tomorrow.
No, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. No, my bad.
Oh, but we actually don't have trading. Trading is closed on Friday, right?
Yeah. Okay. Correct. So durable goods came in. What else? We got something at 9. Consumer confidence at 10 a.m. And Fed manufacturing at 10 a.m. as well.
We do have Hans is mentioning DJT. Previously was DWEC. Changed the name to Trump Media.
Ah.
Yeah, that's on DWEC. So that's the first day, basically with the new name popping up. This is also a super crazy hot stock. We can keep an eye on that as well. but remember, this is very aggressive trading. DJT.
Oh, I don't have that.
If you're on Trader Pool, you need to log out and log in order to see the symbol.
Okay. Well, so NQ, I'm just shy of a level on the NQ. Let's have a look. Come on. Just shy of that buy zone that is pushing out of here, but I don't think that's deep enough. What level did you have on the NQ, Michael? That's support.
Like intraday one, we just dropped to it a few minutes ago, 18,554. Yeah, below that it will be only 18,510 or so.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm just coming into sell side there, so we'll see if that can give us any indication if we're going to push down further. If we see a rejection here. Tesla. So I'm going to be using that level for Tesla to see if we can break out of that range where the best execution is at the minute. So just mark those up. Yeah, so I'll just be, see if we don't get sellers in at 77.25-ish or sellers at 179.25 or buyers at 177.25. If they break, then that in line with, preferably with the market, then that would give me an indication on Tesla which way it's going to go. But we'll get that initial open spike out of the way first, I think. Just tone that down a bit so I can see the candles. OPGN setup. Let's take a look. IDN as well. All right, Travis, what we got? Yes, it's showing some rejection there. I'd like to see, a retest of 103 because I'm aware of that 130, 140 level up there. So I'm going to let the open do what it's got to do on OPGN. I think it's either we could see that come down to 86 before it goes to 140, and then there's the play up there. So I'm going to be careful with that one.
I got 110 to 120 on OPGN.
Okay.
Let's see how we play. Yeah.
Put that on. Okay, and what alert went off? IDN, wasn't it? IDN just alerted. All right. So that's tapped into that sell side now. If we push up to here and see rejection about 1,375, how long we got?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. NQ right in the top side of that liquidity pool. Let's see if we can hold it.
Alrighty. Let's start. Yeah, DJT definitely lots of spread.
It's time.
All right, let's go. IDN. So just looking at that IDN short setup there, it's just rejected. That's what we got here. Top side of the VWAPs, 200 EMA, sell side liquidity pool. So just taking a teaser short there to see if we can get below these lows. I'd rather the price be underneath my momentum moving averages. So yeah, got a little short on there with IDN at the moment. What else we got? I've got loads. I could short all this, but I'm never going to do them. And I tried the limit order while I was streaming. That didn't work out too well last week. So let's have a quick look over at Tesla. See what Tesla's doing. So the market, NQ. So the market, that's what I just said before the open there, push right into that, deep into that liquidity pool there has now come off. So I now have a bigger one down around this area. It literally just tapped into it at 550 there. So we'll see what happens. But sometimes this is when the open can get a bit sidewaysy when we're trapped between two levels here.
Yeah, looking at STOK, started to push higher, reaching those highs of pre-market. Let's see if it can play all the way to the 1380. That's my level there.
Oh, good spot. I didn't alert on that.
VKTX starting to move as well. So we got this area of resistance between the 85 to 86. Let's see if it can reach that, and we will try to short it from there too. Looking at Tesla as well.
Okay, market now up, broke that sell side that held before. So I'm wondering if that can get up to 594 now. So stock still holding at that pre-market high there, 260. See, the emotion comes into play. I was in too early before. Now I don't want to be in too early. Now the market's open. But that does look like a nice rejection up there.
Let's see what else. Cannoli saying Tesla. Oh, Meta. Yeah, nice push. Closing the gap, Meta. Just a tiny bit more. 509 will be the close of the gap. 509.5. That should be a level for it as well, especially if the market will shift direction. Looking at Nvidia too.
So Tesla's just right at those best execution level here. What's this? 179.25, right there for those orders getting filled, which is what we're seeing at the moment. So for me, it's key now to see if they want to fill the buy side orders down at 177.25. Nasdaq can't make up its mind.
Yeah.
Stock's got a bullish candle there, so it didn't dump off of that level. Or just check IDN as well. I shorted IDN, didn't I? IDN. CYTO from yesterday is taking a flush right now.
And Reddit as well. Dropping.
NQ very close to it. So let's see what we've got. Tesla. We've got not 594 for that first level of liquidity on the market side. Also got the round number up there at 600. Okay.
Nice move on the market currently. RDDT Reddit a level at 62, between 62 to 61.5. So if it will drop to the support level maybe we can try to look for a quick dip or a buy the dip of that. And again, like I said, reaching those tops of yesterday close or aftermarket could be an interesting one to short it. Tesla new high.
Yeah, so I'll start looking for benchmarks on Tesla now, I think. The 182.5.
Yeah.
Oh, let's bring that in.
I think we might, if we are thinking that it will bounce to those levels, the resistance level, then we should maybe look for a long opportunity as well. Hopefully we didn't miss that because it's pushing very nice. 181. Still watching STOK.
Still finding offers at 64, 65, aren't they?
Watching NVIDIA.
So NQ tapped that 594 to the button right now. Let's see if it gives it another push up there. Don't want to be in Tesla long if that rejects off there again, really.
NVIDIA looks pretty good, like on the technical level, looks pretty good to the downside. The setup looks okay. If it will break again, those lows at 956 area, if it can break that, we should see another push, probably to the 947 area. So let's see if it can break this. All of those support, if we will break that, I will try to short it. Obviously, we need the market with us.
Let's see, okay, up at 13 now. Or just rejected 13.
We'll wait
Okay, so that's
NVIDIA. No.
So that's my sell side liquidity pool there. So if we fail, then we're off to target your levels there, Michael. We'll see if that can hold. Oh, little flush there. Don't get excited. Oh,
I'm gonna start small on NVIDIA. Want to add pretty quickly because if it will drop, it will drop like crazy. Add it just a tiny bit. Let's see if the market can do that.
okay. So NQ couldn't get back up there to 594. It's coming off now. I'm going to give STOK a chance, see if VWAP can hold it up for a second.
Very nice move on NVIDIA. Let's see if it will bounce and give me a chance, maybe around the 955. I will add more. I want to see the market really continues to the downside and not pushing higher as it's trying to do right now. So I'm waiting to add more on NVIDIA, but only if it will react right and the market as well. Currently bouncing just a tiny bit. Hopefully we didn't miss STOK when it dropped there. That was a nice drop from 13 all the way to 12.
XTIA.
See, this is a STOK, for example, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it many times about the long side, right? Because we always aiming for the short side. But if we're saying that it should continue higher to our resistance, wouldn't it be right to look for support and try to buy it?
Yeah.
I know. It's a tough question,
So
especially now with the drop. But
I think for me, the long play is when these kind of red moving averages are aligned with the buy side liquidity pool. Actually, we've probably got a new one. I'm using the previous one here. I should really draw the new one in because that will give me a better chance. Yeah, so we've got that buy side here now, but we are underneath where I think everyone else would look for a sell opportunity now. So if I turn on the audio on the tape, I'll see if so for me, if like 11:20 fails, we're off somewhere lower. If I saw a kind of quite a hard rejection out of this area, 11:40 up to 11:50s, Mezzo's actually on the tape now, then I would possibly think about longing. But to be honest, I think there's going to be a pullback to like VWAP. You're going to have all those traders coming giving you a hard time. So it'd have to be some serious rejection there. So it wouldn't be that drop's been so hard off of there at the minute for me to think about longing. But let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I'll get that color change.
Tesla just reached resistance that we talked about, the 182 something. I don't know if it's already right for me to short it, although it does playing with the level, so we'll give it a second. And Nvidia dropped very nicely from that point. Really nice. Only got 90 shares. I added just a tiny bit more here. So, on Nvidia, in most cases, because it's so volatile, I will take less shares that I need in order to really get a good trade. Because after all, it did broke down for like $6 or so, even more than that. So yeah, $6. So I will need to be a little bit more heavier here than in order to get a good trade. What do you think about Tesla? It looks pretty good.
Tesla, I've got it's just off a benchmark right now. So once those orders got filled, didn't come down to 177.25 and then shot off. Now I didn't get 83, but I would have liked anywhere between 83 and 84, to be honest, to reject. I don't feel like it's completely to the upside.
I think we're missing that short.
Yeah.
Reddit changed color completely, broke through a new high. I mean, that's a GameStop. That's a GameStop stock.
Yeah,
definitely. Okay, I shorted Tesla, maybe $0.50 late, but let's see how it will play out. Nvidia bouncing up. The market also trying to push higher. We'll wait just a tiny bit.
I'm still holding that IDN. Seeing if we can get some rejection off here to add a little bit more, if I can get it. Yep. So NQ, so taking another look at the okay. So if I was drawing that on there again for NQ, I would say it's tapping into a new one.
Yeah, let's see. It just reached the previous high. So I added a little bit more on NVIDIA. Tesla doesn't work currently, so I'll see if I will close that. Just need to see the next resistance on that.
Nearly $5 on Tesla, really, since the open, isn't it?
I'm gonna give it the 183 because it did break the resistance. So I'm gonna give it just a tiny bit more on Tesla, and if it will break through that 183 area, then I'll be out of that trade. Currently, it looks pretty good actually to break it. So let's see. So right now I got NVIDIA. Hopefully it will push to a new low and that will give me my trade. I added a little bit more on that. I'm gonna loss with Tesla. I'll put my stop loss just a tiny bit above it. Won't be a full loss, but I won't stay more, especially when it comes to Tesla. Let's see. Not gonna add on that.
Oh, just as I'm about to get short.
Go ahead. No, but me, I'm not gonna add on that.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I'm already. But definitely, I mean, if it break below the 182, it makes sense that it would drop from there. But I don't really love the setup because it broke through the resistance and now it's sitting on top of it. I would have expected that it will break the 182 quicker, or even if it goes back, just play with the level and then drop. That's it. Market is still playing. Couldn't break to a new high. It makes sense to me that we will see another push to the upside and only then maybe try the short side. Currently break even.
Stock still feels heavy. STOK.
Yeah. Really wanted to go to the next resistance level so I can short it. It looks great. STOK.
So do you still fight for this? Because for me now, right, I'm thinking like I was playing this at 12, I've risked out at 13. It come back down. Now I've missed 13. Would you still continue to kind of sell a pullback on this if or would you give up on it for the day? Because I feel like giving up on it for the day.
I'm excited. I'm waiting for it. Obviously, at least for now, when we're looking at it, it doesn't look that great that it will actually bounce to the resistance again, right? But I mean, if we will, there will be lots of orders waiting for that short. And stop losses as well. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, let's see if it can bounce up again.
But you wouldn't be interested anywhere between where it is now and 13. You'd still want 13 and a half.
Yeah, currently, yeah. Only if I would have taken that trade from the 13, then I would look for, adding on pullbacks.
Yeah.
But just taking the pullbacks right now looks just too late. Missing the party.
Yeah, I think that's what I meant. It's I feel like I've missed it unless it does run all the way back up. What's Tesla doing?
Just playing there. Did you get in?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, Reddit is just a crazy one. Oh, man, look at the move.
I think the GME earnings woke them all up for Reddit, didn't it?
Okay. I want to see a new low on Nvidia, so I can take my shares and gone. Like I said, there's support right here. Obviously, pre-market, aftermarket, and this tail. So 947-ish. That will be the area. Maybe even a tiny bit below it. And 947, yeah, 94, 948 actually, and a little bit from the 47. Hopefully, we will get to that point. We are getting closer. The problem is my Tesla trade not working, so I'm kind of break even on those two. Doesn't look good on Tesla. Still have a stop loss here. I will take it like a man.
So Travis is saying the OPGN got the death drop. Yes, it certainly did. Just shy of that $1 area. And then dump through, pull back to that buy side, and then off again. So, quick look at I haven't been able to pull DJT up on TradingView. I don't know why. Where is it? It's not still DWAC, is it?
DJT,
yeah. Oh, just been taken out of. I didn't even realize I had that on. Oh, Tesla. So. Has anyone else got it on TradingView? I do not have it on.
Try to log in and log out, maybe. Like, maybe they need to refresh it. Oh, it was you, Future. Okay. Sorry, I forgot who it was. You still got $20 to go, but it could easily do that. Eventually, that's Tesla. Okay, anyone with me on Nvidia? Reached a new low. And the market trying to push as well. That's good. Let's go market. Let's go just a tiny bit. IDN. Let's have a look.
Is it DJDWW?
Nope. There's just a old-fashioned DJT.
No, not got it.
It's weird.
Seeing if
Yeah, IDN moving nicely. Travis. You got the close of the gap that you can work with around 390. GME, let's have a look.
I'm just gonna. You can just take the screen a sec from Michael. I'm just going to try and log out of Trade the Point, log back in again. Stock. I'm going to hear stock on the tape. Is that trying to make a push higher, Michael? Wow. Right, DJT.
Oh, sorry about that. Been babbling just for myself. So thanks. Anyway, Tesla is at break even currently. And hopefully I didn't miss NVIDIA partials because pushing higher right now. 950. Maybe I should have taken that partial and get out. Now that VKTX is reaching resistance between the 85 to the 86, that could be interesting. Not the perfect setup, so I'm just waiting just a tiny bit to see high volume coming in at the top, something that will show me that we're done with the upside move. So I'm still waiting for that. We got about $1 of range here.
It's just DJT here then. 77.5 and 50, that would be my benchmark 2 sitting up there. Worked through that level around 62 of benchmark 1. So kind of acknowledged each of these levels on the way up, so that gives me more confidence that the final entry is correct. That doesn't mean it has to hold, but it just means it should see it should minimum obviously be acknowledged there for some downside. But if I just come down a time frame, I still want in on that Tesla. You don't like Tesla anymore, Michael, do you?
I'm still in. It doesn't look that great. Waiting for good luck.
Okay. It's about 77. What do we got? 76. I'll just draw it on and you can have a look.
Nasdaq pushing. Ooh, that's a new high.
Whoa, yeah, that's deep in the level as well.
But we are getting into resistance on Nasdaq. Let's see how it play out. All the activity before the pre-market open. Actually, before the market open. The sideways. So we are playing with resistance right now. Okay, VKTX just broke through that level, so forget about that. Let's look at the next resistance level on VKTX. So it's broke through the one that we marked. Really didn't care about that at all. So the next should be the close of the gap, 91.20. Let's see how it will play out. What you got there, Scott?
I was just looking at DJT there, which I think is a short setup for me at the minute. Where's my drawings gone?
DJT, yeah.
Hold on a 2 minute. Okay, I'll check this one over.
Spreads are like crazy from time to time. I see 30, 50 cents. Yeah, it's dropping.
Yes, I didn't get the pullback I'd like to see for confirmation, just to make sure it can't make it, but it double top beforehand. That's why. So yeah, break of the trend line there.
It's a nice move.
Mezzo on the tape.
HD, I'm looking at. Yeah, might reverse there. Yeah, nice support.
So MESO being called out on the tape at the moment is getting some money flow. I had 350 and 4 and about 425, 550. So 525, 550 up there. Didn't reach either of those in pre-market. So all I'm going to be looking for at the moment is just to zoom in and see if, we can get past 320. That can be good for higher. If not, that's a kind of retest of those highs from pre-market only. But when you get that, if I get that, that's the second or third time as we're coming out of these buy side pulls down here. So each time, each one of these swings kind of holds its buy side, and then I hear it on the tape. They're the ones that I can see kind of go on for the session. They might take a breather around lunchtime, pull back a bit, but I'd be looking for three. If 320 can break and hold above, then we've got higher on this for sure, especially if we keep getting that money flow coming on the tape. Let's see what it does with this level first. Alert above 20. and below 3.
I don't know. Now the market looks a little bit better for me to try to decline. I don't know about like a real push to the downside, but a nice pullback. Maybe that will finally push Tesla to break the 181. I just want to get out of that trade. I gotta tell you. Those trades when you get in and you expect to see a strong and fast move, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you actually get in just a slow consolidation. So yeah, that's Tesla currently. I don't see it dropping nicely all the way. Actually, it looks pretty good to the upside for me. Especially now reaching those tails. Makes sense that we will see another bounce. I'm gonna close some of my position on Tesla. Yeah, just a tiny bit. Keep myself in with 150. If it will show a little bit more than positivity, then I'll add more again. But right now, it doesn't make sense to me. Still waiting on NVIDIA too.
Michal, you're long 500 to 248, yeah? Mezzo hitting the tape again.
Who's that? What's the symbol?
MESO. Okay, so it's pushing. There's that top side, that liquidity then. Let's have a look. So I've got 320 is top side. If we see a break and close above that, then we can have that room to the upside. So we'll see how it plays off. So you're going to have pre-market high 333. So you have those long traders getting in there, and then you'll have the shorts coming in. I don't know, maybe 350. Maybe the forward around dollar number. But we'll see if we can break above that 325 there first.
Yeah, I got 34, 35 as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks good. Yeah. Going back to what is it? VKTX. Let's see, VKTX. So it did break and now retesting it. What I would like to see is if it will break that support and retest it, I will short it. One option. The other one will be, like I said before, waiting for that resistance, push higher and short it from here. Either way, it's a short scenario. I will wait for both of them. I'm guessing one of them will happen today, so we will take advantage of that. Just keep in mind. What you mean about?
Just let me just check I'm not on the 12597. got no open positions.
If Nvidia will break the low, I will take my partial, or actually take my trade. Here go. Let's see. Nvidia. Looks good. Just looking for that support.
Wow, cues off.
Yeah, nice. I think I missed the drop. Not good. Gonna close it above 50, 950. Let's go, just another push. Here you go.
Mezzo on the tape again.
Okay, I'm left with 20 shares on Nvidia. That was a nice trade. Very nice one, yeah. I like that. Bring the money. Who is the guy that's supposed to do all of those things? Where is he? Why I'm paying for that? Let's go, Nvidia. Bring the money. Beautiful trade. We'll talk about that later on as well. Yeah.
IDN. IDN. I was thinking. Let me just check where I was thinking on the target for IDN. Wow. I wasn't actually thinking that low, but let me grab a first target here between these two. Oops. So watch out for that 340 to 320 area first, or at least to take some off if we can get back down there. So we just tested that higher bank of liquidity to the top there, so that guy got negated, but we're still holding buy side on VDN. So we've got one here that's just held prior to the break of that first sell side, and then I'm guessing we're very, very close. Yeah, we've just tapped into this one as well. So not. Yeah, I mean, I'm still, or I should still be holding. I can't see the position right now, but yeah, I'm still short from that original area of well, just above where it is now at about 380. Yeah. So what else we got? MESO coming on the tape again. Okay, so that's now trying to close above 325, or is it going to punch back? Be interesting to see that action between a pre-market break and the shorts. Just listening out for MESO on the tape again. I'll let you know if it comes in. There it is. Just one shout out. Oh, that was enough. Yeah, now it's on the tape. So let's see what they do with that.
No, I'm not in Tesla anymore. I took that other part just with a tiny loss a few minutes ago.
There's the break of pre-market highs now then. So let's see if we get that volume in. That's the highest volume bar of the session so far. So everything increasing at the moment. Was it 50-60 you had on this, Michael, was it?
Well, on which one?
MESO. Or did you not call it?
Yeah, 40, I guess, right?
Okay, right.
No. Yeah, actually it reached that exactly. Like just a does look good.
That stock's holding that buy side, look. We might get an after lunch push on that if that doesn't break kind of $11.
Yeah.
LCID. All flushed on the open. Didn't get a pullback really for any of them. Oh, OCGN did. The rest. Yeah, see any offers coming off of that MESO from that 340. Okay, that's IDN's push now. I need that to hold. And don't want to hear that on the tape.
Still waiting for VKTX. Now reaching again the same level we talked about between the 85 to 86. Let's see if it can break and retest it.
I just got STOK on the tape as well, actually. So that was another attempt up there at 11.5. VWAP up there at 12s. Right, MESO trying to crack trend line here. Let's have a look. Is that ACBV?
Does look nice, MESO. It will be amazing to see if it can reach the highs again and then start to drop.
ABVC. That's what she's saying. Okay. Yeah, that's where I'll be putting in that first little sell side for me, which will almost be that double top, but it's rejection of it before it gets there for me. Let's see if we push up there, 330. Here we go. Mezzo on the tape. Oh, just one shout out for MESO on the tape, actually. Wow, when was this? From last week? Very
nice. VKTX pushing, breaking that support. That's good for us. This is what we wanted to see. Now we all needed to see another push to the upside, reaching that resistance, holding that, and from there, short it. Hopefully we will get to that point. Right now, playing with support.
It's just come out of nowhere, this one, very. So just going off the latest swing, the previous sessions has played out, and we've just broken above it, used the backside. So I've got 620 as a target or somewhere to short or to look for shorts. MESO doesn't look like I can get up there. See if these 315 keeps getting defended at the moment on the MESO. And that's just broke. MESO. So MESO didn't quite get to the benchmark for me. Obviously, a Michael level there on 340. Also didn't come back for 330 for me. But on the crack of the trend line, we've closed under these moving averages here. We do have some space lower. So I've just taken a small short on MESO.
No, I will wait just a tiny bit for me.
So 330, still really the number, a little bit lower, 328, chasing it down. But that, so Michael, talking about those longs then, so this is something that if this does get a little flush down to kind of 295, where I think by the time we get there, things would kind of align with those moving averages and the buy side pool, that if we then started getting long money on the tape, that that there's the buy to consider at that point. Dear.
I'm just following, those stocks lately from when we started, and I'm looking for that morning push, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as it did, MESO, it started from 2.7 all the way up to 340. So a lot of those stocks are just pushing at the beginning of the day, and this is what I'm aiming for. Just find those moments where you understand that it's supposed to go to that resistance level, and then it makes sense for you to jump in all the way to that resistance. I yet to do that, but we will.
So Tiny, that's what I've got on DNUT. I'm just trying to see if I can get anything from the benchmark. Yeah. Yeah, so it's in a benchmark. So pre-market benchmark tap on the open, tapped into it. Now sell side is holding. The only thing to notice is that not most recently, in fact, even pre-market, we were holding buy side and still are with every push up. Now we've got into that situation where we just get trapped between one and the other. And for me, that's a sit on hands. The benchmark says to me that my edge would be the short on so long as this 551 holds. But we're in such a key level between the two, if this did break at 15 and a half, then you could have supernova on your hand. But yeah, we don't have any confirmation really at the moment that buy side is over. We're just still holding this up trend line. Buy side liquidity pool is holding with a flat top really. So not seeing the edge right now with the price action we've got.
Nvidia continued to drop. Unfortunately, took out my leftovers and dropping without me. Qs finally reached a new low.
MESO on the tape. So you got a color change if you get a close on the color change at the 20 EMA. Can see some buyers coming in there.
Took a starter on VKTX. So it did bounce to resistance. So technically, we're looking at the exact setup we wanted it to do. A drop, a retest, exactly as we hoped for. The only thing that I actually wanted better to see is to reach that resistance and then short it from the top. But still, that's what we looked for. So I took a quick starter right here. I'll let it play a little bit and add more if it continued to my favorite NASDAQ. Whew, that's a nice flash.
Whoa.
Yeah. And like I said, generally speaking, it looks pretty good to drop to that support level. So we got like 150 points. Probably won't make it today, but like on a few days level, makes sense that we will see a continuation. Still watching NVIDIA for the buy the dip. It did drop nicely. Yeah, let's try to find the right area for support. Gotta use the pre-market since it's heavy on pre-market as well. That will be 937-ish.
Very making another push again. As is MESO.
That's a nice one. Very. What's your level there?
I've got 6 and 6. Yeah, about anywhere between 6 and 620. And then I've got one up at 6.5 as well. And 720, in fact, if it's
Yeah, so the 6 is kind of clear. And then you can might play with the 620, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looks good on the 6. Okay, I'm gonna start shorting it very. I did more if it will break the 5.8. We might see another pop to the 620, but that's okay. So I'm taking that into account. Just a tiny bit later. Did you get in?
Nope. I was just
waiting for 620.
Yeah, about 10 cents. Yeah, 10 cents would have done it. I had 605 to 620. Now I've seen that. That's kind of what I got here. So if I can get back up here to the 590s and hold, else still waiting for that 610 area. But that's a nice little flush that we've got there off that 6.
I'd be happy to see it goes to the 620, yeah.
MESO. Still looking for that for 330s. You didn't short 340, did you?
Nope, no. I missed that. But if it will go back again, then I will.
GOV. Whoa. Yes, it is, mate, for sure. Look at that.
Nice one.
That's been coming up. Took its time about that. Normally what we see in 2 days is taken only 8 days to do. Just a quick question there, Michael, on turnaround time of account setup.
Okay, I'm watching it. You should have got it. If you didn't, please send us an email so we can check that. It should happen within a minute. You can reach help at Trader Pool. Thanks.
Okay, just tapped into that sell side liquidity pool on MESO there. Nice little bit of rejection.
Yeah, nice move.
Just don't get the flushes that we normally get in small caps in session at the moment. They're just, you can get like the first 20-cent flush and another 70 cents follows, and it just doesn't. It's such hard work at the minute.
Yeah, I got you.
So now we've got that volume divergence from the initial highs there at 340. So another push into a lesser price, granted, but nearly half the volume on that. So let's see if that doesn't help us along its way. Yeah, IDN the same. IDN is the same for me. It's given us a little from the 385s to 67, but again, failing to give us anything below that right now. So GME coming off its benchmark at the moment. Got room above for the earnings later.
Yeah.
MESO. Yep, on the tape. So yeah, this one's going to go through that lunchtime. Okay, so need some momentum in MESO, and I'm hearing it the wrong way right now. So hopefully we can keep that going.
Very started to move to the other side. Let's see how it play out on the 620. I will add more on that. Are you jumping in?
So need this to confirm and close within or lower than this. But yeah, if we push 620, definitely 610, anywhere in that area. There's on the tape. There's the push. That's it. That's it now. Come on, idea, and you can do better than 360, surely.
Still fighting very.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just looking at that thinking here, still it's the volume was higher on that push, not lower on that push.
Great, Gerald. So I'll ask support to have a look at that.
What's VKTX doing? Oh, okay. You're short VKTX, right?
Yeah, I got a stop loss a little bit above 87. It doesn't look that great, so I'm not going to add anything. I'm not going to take the full stop loss.
This is smack in the middle. It's a massive. I have a sell side liquidity pool from ages ago, and a benchmark. I've got another one up there, 124. But that's the. I've got a double stack there, so.
Yeah, Tesla looks good.
Okay, Very's. That's a bit more convincing from Very, isn't it?
Yeah, just
yeah.
We might later on add more hours to the show, definitely. With demand comes supplies.
Okay, so 570, 560, the range. You've got to break that 560 to get to our session resting point. Oops. So that would be a nice gap to fill there between 560 and 515 on Very. MESO. So that's that buy setup. That's the buy setup. If I just move this out of the way. So where the buy side pool is with that setup at those moving averages, and there's normally two goes at it, but I think that would definitely be an entry. And then you normally get another push, either a little bit less or a little bit deeper into these, and a color change again, somewhere around there. And that's when I feel like that's kind of the area that's a decent long. But that's what I want to see. Carry on doing that. Carry on doing that. But yes, that's it would be really nice just to head straight on down there to $3, wouldn't it?
Nice one.
Very pushing again, trying to go for that $6. So they didn't get a double one that time, so stops would have been taken there.
Still not pushing Very. It can go to the 620. I'm waiting to add just a tiny bit more. Let's see how it plays with the 620.
So if that was gonna have Most recent one there. So breaker 6. Yeah, I agree with that, mate. It's not convincing either way at the moment. Great Scott, NUVB. What's going on with NUVB? What's the minute volume on that? It's been going on a while, isn't it? That one. Yes, if I was playing that over that period of time, that's what I would have been looking to fill, is that gap between 140 and 240. Obviously, the level up there at 276 is there. There will be another one above that, but that looks like exhaustion to me rather than a fresh push. Catalyst. An upgrade. An upgraded price target from those analysts. Yeah, so while it's under 290. Yeah, I'd rather see a big push on the 1 minute, I think, to confirm that is going to work out. These are low kind of volume grinds at the moment. I'd like to see a push up there to perhaps 293. Nice big bar to short up there. Did Meso push 20s? Not Meso, did Very. Oh, 1 second. Where's okay?
Yeah, so I'm about to get myself out of VKTX.
Don't like the price action, or is
No,
it gone?
not at all. I'm still waiting for the. I got a stop loss. It wasn't the best setup. I mean, like the scenario was there, but if you're looking, we can talk about it. We got time, right? So, do you want to show something or?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
So, like we said, we wanted it to drop below the support, get into resistance. But if you pay attention to that, just a movement, and I guess it's just a matter of seeing a lot of charts every single day, then you get the feeling of it, I guess. Don't like to use that word when it comes to trading, but in a lot of the time when you will get a nice flash to the downside, like few bars running at the bottom, you will get two small ones, and then a strong push to resistance, especially on pullbacks. I mean, in those, this is I'll mark that. So this kind of movement, those bars dropping down and then a strong push, in most cases, the pullback that will come after it won't really continue. So that was my take. This is where I set my stop loss. It's, where is it? 87.58. So it's higher than those highs, but basically this kind of movement, like the price action of it, and a lot of the times won't indicate of a good push to continue to the downside. So I'm basically not still letting it occur, and maybe it will drop, but I'm not adding more risk to my position. And I know that I'm putting my stop loss, and I'm good with losing half or 30% of what I was supposed to risk because the price action has changed. So that's the idea.
Gotcha. You'll be like Very then. Apart from the fact we got a level above it to
yeah, this is why I'm okay with Very. You know, we got the level above. It does look good to do the drop, high volume coming in at the $6. So I'm okay to see the break of the 6 and reaching the resistance, adding more, and wait for the drop. A nice move on Mara. While we're waiting, I think I'm ready for a quick recap.
Geez, that time already again.
Yeah, move fast. I think we got an intro for the recap, and I'm going to play daily recap. Here we go. Nice one. So a few trades that I take today, not all of them in the green, unfortunately. I'll start with the one Tesla, obviously. So shorted it. It reached that resistance, started to short it, added a little bit more. And as you can see, it played, but not enough. And after it did move against me, I took some of it out. And then eventually the second half. So this is Tesla for me today. Started to short it here. I actually didn't have more. Covered like break even, just a tiny bit above it. And again, another one here. Didn't do what I expected it to do. So I closed it. The one that really worked for me was NVIDIA. And that was a beautiful trade. Below that support level, market did the same. Started to short it one time, second chunk, the other one as well. Watching Very, I see it break into a new high. When it pulled back to VWAP, added more, and then covered it. Obviously, it continued a little bit more without me, but that was a good management of that trade, and waited until it showed me that it's going to continue before I'm adding more. And right now I'm still within those two trades. One is Very. We started shorting it at 6 or 580 something, 583, added a little bit more. Another chunk when it broke through that 6, and now when it reaching resistance, I'm going to add. I'm just waiting a tiny bit more. Maybe it will reach 625, and then I will add to it. And the other one, VKTX. So started my position here. Again, not doing a whole lot of price action, of a nice price action movement. So I'm not going to add to that unless I'll see another break and a retest of support of the 85 at least. So a break, a retest, and then I will add more. If not, I got my stop loss right here, and I'll be out of that trade. What you got there, Scott?
Okay. At the minute, it's nothing too much to write home about. Let's kind of all still in play at the moment. So IDN. Can I bring this over there? Oh, it's a grid. 1 second. Let's bring IDN over from here. Actually, I'm going to bring the grid over itself if I can. So IDN short from 381. Looking for lower than that. It's currently down there at 370. So just waiting for that to hold. I've got a level below that, and I'm waiting for a little flush on that if possible. Very looking to add to this position around 620, which is pushing there right now. So I'll get onto that. And MESO short there from 312, and just looking for the same thing on that as to get to the buy side liquidity pool on that one and see if we can't get a further flush on the day for that. Tesla, I was in and out. I didn't realize I stopped in, but I'm glad I did have it right in there so tight. I don't know if I've got that on here. Where did I get that? Yeah, no, I lost that one when I logged in, unfortunately. But yeah, there was in and out on Tesla with a tight stop. So yeah, that's me. All playing out still at the moment.
Yeah. We'll wait until the end of the day to send send WhatsApp to each other. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, so we are back. Oh, you're not with us tomorrow, Michael. Is that right? I've got this myself.
I know.
I believe.
Yeah, I actually moving to a new house, so doing
nice.
a lot of yeah.
Excellent. So you're gonna be busy. Just the one day you've got to sort that lot out, is it?
a day and a half.
That's all right. That's all right. That's nice. Oh, well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. And I'll speak to you when you're back. But in the meantime, it'll be myself and Tim here tomorrow at the same time and the same place. Give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it today. It always helps. Thank you very much. And we will see you tomorrow. See you now.
Thanks. Bye.